Hello, Laglisp here as always. Actually, not as always, because I've been gone for months. I have another console review. As you can see here, it's the Nintendo. Yes, it's the old classic system that started it all. The NES, the big gray box. The most beautiful thing in existence. And if you're a true gamer, this is a must. You must have this. Just listen to that door squeak. It's magical. This was released in 1985, 1983 in Japan, under the title Famicom, which was short for, or I forgot the word I'm looking for. Anyway, it was short for Family Computer, hence Famicom. This one is the American release, if you didn't know that. Just gonna put that out there. It had games put in here, with this sweet, magical, beautiful door. I love it. It's my favorite. As you can see in there, you see the 72 pin connector, and you just push it down once you have a game in. Okay, that's bent out. Okay. Yes, as you can see, it needs to be fixed, which is one of the main problems with it. This pin connector would break very easily, which caused problems. Obviously, because without that working, you can't play the game. And you can't play the game, so you're not making Nintendo money. So they didn't really do anything to fix it, as far as to my knowledge. But what do I know? The first console I ever owned was the N64. Here's the underbelly. This is a box. This thing is a box. If you didn't know that. Very simple, nice color scheme. Gray, darker gray, black and red. Not much to say about it, other than it was Nintendo's first video game console, aside from, like, the plug into the TV ones that they had back in the early 80s and 70s before the NES and Famicom. What came after it was the Super Nintendo, or Super Famicom if you're in Japan, but we're not, so it's the Super Nintendo. I don't have that, so I can't talk about it. A very hush-hush secret thing. It has a console... Wait, what? No. Fuck. As you can tell, my editing and lines are fucked up as usual, so nothing's changed since the few months that I've been gone. Good to know. What I meant to say, it has a controller, but I don't have that on me right now. It's in another part of my house, and I don't feel like getting it. Okay, so I decided to go get the controller. As you can see, this is the Nintendo gamepad. You would use this to play the games, because if you didn't, you wouldn't be able to play it. It has a very nice responsiveness to it, and the buttons go click-clack, which I personally do enjoy. This is a Nintendo cartridge, or cart for short. Oh my god, I'm a retard. This is a cartridge. You put it in the game system like this. You put in the system like this, push it in, push it down, shut the door, turn the button on, play it. As you can see, it's Zelda. The cartridge is gold, which does not improve the gameplay, but what's there to improve? The game's a masterpiece, hence why it's in gold. There was also a gray version of this, which is a little more rare. That was towards the end of the NES's production run. Around like 1990 it was released. Let's move that out of the way. You take this part of the controller, as you can see, and you plug it in here, like this. Yay. One of my favorite NES games is Yars Revenge for the Atari 2600. You just plug it in like this, and you're good to go. As you can see, it does not fit, which makes it even better. It comes with a ton of other accessories, like the NES Advantage, the NES Max. As you can see, it's a turbo button. You just do that and you play the game. Good for Ghostbusters. And last but certainly not least, it also has the accessory, the NES Power Pad, which you play with your feet. As you can see, it comes with a free version of the Japanese version of Pokemon Red, also known as Pokemon Aka, which I probably just butchered, but I digress. You can also play it in the NES, like so. Ta-da! And that's been my review of the NES. I thank you for watching, and I would personally like to thank the Game Boy for its beautiful cameo. You will be talked about soon, my love. I love it so much I threw it. It's a very love-hate relationship. Same with the N64. That bitch will be talked about soon. I love it so much. Nintendo, you're my favorite. Anyway, thanks for watching. Don't forget to like, comment, and subscribe. And as always, Lisp here, saying bye Nintendo.